What's up, my peeps and my geeks? How y'all doing today? I am Ben, and you are watching the Every Person Geek. So, today I'm finally going to talk about Batman, as you can see. Um, Batman started off in Detective Comics number 27 on May 1963. So, almost as far back as Superman. So, with Batman, you have all these guys and so many more out there for you guys to collect. I know my title of my video was going to talk about the Pattinson, the Batman movie coming out, and I will get to that. But first, we're going to do an unboxing. So, my last video, not gameplay, I talked about the Flash. I winded up getting in that world's finest, the collection Flashpoint box. So I decided that with that, I was going to wind up getting the Red Death. Now, Red Death is a character that was created by joining both Batman and the Flash in the one character. And in all honesty, the character looks pretty badass, to tell you the truth. It's part of the Diamond Select Dark Knight Metal collection. So if you guys want to check those out, you're more than welcome to. You can find a lot of them on Amazon. And I go for everything for Amazon, to tell you the truth. So I'm going to grab that box right now. All right. So this is the box that it came in. It wasn't as bad as that other box that I wound up getting a while back ago. So looks like it's in pretty good condition, and I'm over here hitting my mic. So I'm going to back my chair up a little bit. So with this character, I mean, you guys can look it up and see how, pretty cool it is and everything else like that. But it's kind of old. It's about a year old, the statue itself. So I'm sure, if you guys look at a lot of videos, you would have seen a lot of videos on this particular statue, or at least a variation of this statue. So here it goes again, the Diamond Select one. Okay, trying to not get the light in there. All right, there we go. All right, and I'm gonna just finally get it out of its box. Let's push that over there. Put this back. I might need it for tape inside. Oh, there's more tape on the sides here too. Anyway, so apparently I need a different one. Nope, that worked. All right, so let's take a look at Red Death here. Lift it up like that. Throw that over there. I scared the crap out of my cats. No tape on that. There we go. All right, so this is Red Death. All right, not too shabby. He's got a nice little shine to it, and actually, with the light coming off of it, I can kind of see through it a little bit, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna give you guys a close-up video of this with a little bit better of the description. So go ahead and take a closer look. Alright, so this is the Batman Red Death statue. As I said a few minutes ago, I really like how they did this one. Those bats you see are actually going to be his lightning, which I think is pretty badass. The fact that they're using bats as his lightning, sort of like how the Flash has the lightning follow behind him. Well, he has bat lightning follow behind him, which is kind of cool. The red color in this is so deep and rich, and it's got a nice little shine to it. Looks really good. His face, which I'll be next turn around, I'm going to zoom in for you guys. It looks really great. The bat symbol on it with the clash with the bolt of lightning right in the center of it, I think is phenomenal. Also, I think that's just really cool. The As I said in my Flash video, with the wings on the headpiece, they kind of look almost like bat wings instead of bolts of lightning, which I think, again, very cool. The way it's like he's stopping and pounding into the ground is phenomenal. Here, let me zoom in on the face a little bit here for you guys. Next turnaround, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. But there is the bat symbol. Just the statue altogether, I think they did a really nice job with the painting of it, with the paint, the detail, the lines, the bat lightning. I think they just did a really awesome job, and I like how the face of it just looks like disturbing and just demonic is phenomenal. And there's the bat symbol with the bolt of lightning right between the chest, right between the pecs. I mean, just the way they did this is just phenomenal. And I'm over here getting tongue-tied about it, but I just think it looks so good on how they did this statue and how they, just sculpted it and painted it. I think every touch is excellent. Alright, so, and I'm about to talk about my next one. Alright, so that was the Red Death, and what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to move these two away. Both of these I got from a subscription, well, two different subscription boxes that I had been subscribed to previously. I believe it might have even been Nerdblock, but as you guys know, Nerdblock isn't around anymore. So I'm just going to put these back on my shelf over here to where they go. With this guy too. And this one was the Justice League Batman, just to let you guys know. Alright. Put this little guy back over there. I've had this one since I was a kid. Alright, so I actually love this one. I always had it. I've had it since I was a kid. So just want to throw that back up here too. With the two action figures. We're going to move Red Death right into there. There you go. And this is the Kotobukiya Justice League one that I showed you guys the Flash with my last video, which I'll have in the description below if you guys want to check it out. Again, great with the shine. Great detail. Love it. This is one of my newer ones. And I'm actually going to show you guys a video of this one in a few moments, just because I really like this one. So take a look at that, and I will be right back in a second. Alright, so this is the Batman one that I was referring to that I really enjoy with the blue and gray. I like the bat symbol on it. I think that they just did a really excellent job with the detail, especially, you know me with bases. I think the base is the base for a statue, and I think they did a phenomenal job with the detail in this base, with the trash and the cinder blocks, the giant screws, not paint can, gas can in it. I think they just did a really good job with the shading on the base. The statue itself has some rugged looks into it, and I think they did a really nice job with that too. I like the classic blue and gray with the black bat symbol. I think is really nice. They did a really good job on the detail of the utility bite, and the cape, in my opinion, just looks phenomenal. I mean, just the way it gives that blowing in the wind look is just really extraordinary. And I think that for Diamond Select to pull something off like this, I think they did a really nice job with it, especially how his left hand is holding the cape and it's just blowing in the wind. He's got that stern, that look in his face. I think they just did an awesome job with this, and I am really impressed, with this buy. I think this was one of my better buys, along with the Superman Ascendant statue. I hope you guys are loving the detail as much as I am. All right. So again, this is one of my favorite Batman statues. Take a look. I'm sure you guys can find it. Diamond Select Batman. All right. Now back to me. So that's that one with the classic blue and gray suit. This guy right here, you guys saw in my Flashpoint unboxing. That's where I got him from. He leans a little bit to the back, so just be careful with him if you guys do wind up getting him. If you guys wind up having the subscription box, this guy fell over like 3 times already. This one again, I got from Amazon. It was a good one. And this big guy right here, him sitting on top of the city, I actually got from the Dark Knight video game. Actually, one of these pillars here turns on a light, which I think it's actually comes off. That's right. Where is the one that comes off? Ah. So this comes off. There's a light right underneath of it. You guys can kind of see it right there in the front there. There's a light there. So, and then you just hit the button again and put back the city block that I just destroyed. But yeah. So those are my better, well, these are my better Batman statues right here. Okay. Um, As usual, I'm going to talk about some other statues that you guys may be interested in if you want to take a look. First off, I'm going to start off with Ironstudios. They have one for $650. It's Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, which is off of the animated movie and the comic book, of course. It's Batman standing on top of the leader, which was the criminal organization, I guess you would call it. I mean, I don't think they were that organized, but he was the leader of that gang and called himself the leader. Original. But it's him standing on top of the leader. It stands at about 15 inches high. Great detail on the base with the leader underfoot. And if you guys notice, the costume is the gray and black with the wide Batman symbol. Sort of like how Ben Affleck had it in the Justice League movies. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like this one, so but it's pricey. Again, $650. So that might be something, again, if you guys ever get one of any of these statues, show me some pictures. Send them in my Instagram. I would be more than happy to throw them up on my next video or something like that. Next one, Sideshow Collectibles. This one is $620. It's the Batman. It's a Batman standing on top of a gargoyle, which on the very bottom it has the Wayne Manor. The Wayne emblem, the W, which I think is kind of cool. This goes more toward the old suit of the blue and gray with the yellow symbol. This one actually stands pretty tall at 22 inches, so that would be a really nice statue to have, especially if you have a really good place to shelving unit that you want to throw it in there. It'd be pretty good in there. The detail on this one is also very good. The gargoyle, the Wayne, the detail on it is phenomenal from what I can see from the pictures. Again, Sideshow Collectibles, $620. Take a look. New one I mentioned in one of my previous videos, the specificationshop.com. This is a new company that I've seen. This statue actually, though, is made by XM Studios. It's $540. It stands at 11 inches. And it's actually the Batman 1972 iconic cover art statue. So, and again, this one is a blue and gray which is kind of cool that they did it this way. Like a black shading on it, which I thought was actually really nice. And of course the yellow Batman symbol. But this statue, again, great detail in it. The cape, I think, is a little long, just a little bit. I mean, it's like covering up the statue too. So, but I mean, if you look at the different capes over here, they always have them like kind of, exaggerated and stuff, which I think is kind of nice. But those are some of the statues that I've seen. Now, a lot of the Batman statues that I saw out there, they were sold out. So, good luck on trying to find some. Probably find good ones on eBay. I didn't really see any low priced ones. Like this one right here that I have. This one was around I mean, like $60. This guy was around the same. Well, all three of these, all four of these were around the same amount. So you might be able to find them on Amazon for a reasonable price if you want to go take a look at that. I'm sure you might be able to find it. Um, but let's start talking about the movies. All right, and the animation too, because you got the Batman: The Long Halloween coming out. So Jensen Ackles, come on, um, doing the voice of Batman, which is awesome. Um, I have the trailer. Well, I think there's two trailers out for it. I'll throw them down in the description in the bottom. Um, but here's the situation with the Pattinson Batman. Now I don't know if it's true or definitely that they're pushing it back or not because there's supposedly has to do reshoots and there's supposedly Warner Brothers is not happy with the way the movie came out. My opinion is they're trying to go too realistic with their stuff. Now there's two articles from I believe it was Screen Rant that let me just make sure I have that right because then you guys are going to see, like some other link in there and you won't know what the hell I'm talking about. Um, Give me a second. Game Rant. I'm sorry, Game Rant. And the Game Rant articles were mainly talking about um, the difference. One's Game Rant, one's Screen Rant. No wonder I had it messed up. That's why I couldn't think of the name. Um, Game Rant was mainly talking about the realism of the next Batman movie. So supposedly the Riddler is supposed to be based off of the Zodiac killer, and he's more involved about the killing than the riddles and stuff like that. Me personally, if I'm gonna watch a comic book movie, like a comic based on a movie based on a comic book, I don't want realism. I don't. I want to enjoy myself. I want to jump into that fantasy world just like as if I was reading the comic book and stuff like that. Now, I know that you can't really do a lot of the stuff you do in comics and translate it into the movies, even though technology has progressed a lot. But I do believe that you can have some of it in there. Take, for instance, MCU. MCU has been doing movies for the past 10 years. Their movies have never been scientific. They've never been too realistic or anything else like that. They've been movies where you are immersing yourself into that comic book world. Okay? I think that's the problem with DC right now. They're trying to go too much into the realistic views of the world. If I wanted a realistic view of a world, I'd go watch a drama movie or a historical piece or something like that. I'm watching a comic book movie because I want to be entertained. Okay? I don't want to think about homicidal murderers such as like turning the Riddler into the Zodiac or anything else like that. The Zodiac killer. I don't want him to I don't want to think about that stuff. Yes, you can have the Joker, well, Heath Ledger Joker was awesome. The reason why he was awesome was because he had that bit of psychotic, that psycho mentality, but yet he treated it like a joke almost. Okay, you're not really going to see that. And yes, he may have killed people and stuff like that in the movie, but it was still a good movie because they added in that comic book element. No, I believe Nolan did a really good job with those three movies. And of course, you had Michael Keaton. His two movies were phenomenal. Okay, just because you were able to immerse yourself in that comic book movie, that comic book world. Okay, the sets, the Batmobile, some of the colors in it and stuff like that Burton did in that were phenomenal. That's why Keaton is still regarded in such high regards because of the Batman movies that he did. Now, Val Kilmer and George Clooney, we're not going to talk about. Kilmer, not so bad. Clooney, not going to talk about Clooney. Definitely not going to talk about him. But The Christian Bale movies that Nolan did were great. Last one was okay with, Bane and stuff like that. But the original trilogy, I mean, not the original trilogy, but the Christian Bale trilogy was really good. And I think Christian Bale did a really good job playing Batman. The voice was a little over the top at times, but it was still good. Um, but this new, and Ben Affleck, let's talk about Ben Affleck for a minute. He was good. Snyder did a good job on that Batman. He did. Um, Snyder, as much as I want to say I didn't like the Man of Steel because of the realism in it, I do think he did a good job of putting in both a taste of realism and a taste of the comic book world. I do agree with that situation that he did a good job of trying to combine the two. Whedon, I think he went more into the comic book side, and again, that's why I liked it because of the portrayal of Superman. And even with Batman, yeah, he had that little quip about when Superman looked at him and he was like, "Oh shit." I understand. Batman would not say that, and I get that, but it was still comical. You know what I mean? It still was an element of comedy in it. It was still an element of hey, we're not trying to take ourselves too seriously here, and I kind of enjoyed that. You know, and the Pattinson, the Batman, is supposed to be geared more toward him being a detective, which I understand. I do understand, that you need a certain element of realism when you're trying to look at the detective aspects of Batman. But when you go too realistic, okay, just like one of the articles said, this is one of the Screen Rant said that, when you go too realistic, you eliminate the possibilities for Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, um, just those super powered like characters that you can't get when you're going with realism. Okay, because they're kind of cutting themselves off for that. So, in my opinion, I think that they should, if they're doing the reshoots, I think they should add in a little bit more comic book action, a little bit more of, him just being a badass and beating the crap out of people instead of sitting there and going, I wonder what this riddle means. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see Batman figuring shit out and kicking some ass. That's who Batman is. Okay? Something that, Gotham fears. Because that's Batman. He is the Dark Knight. He is the vigilante. He kicks ass and then takes names. And his storyline is pretty good. I mean, billionaire. Parents died, crime alley, stuff like that, and it caused him to, you know, don the cape and cowl and stuff. Which again, to me, it's a psychiatrist field day, but I do think he's a badass character. With all his gadgets and those wonderful toys. All those gadgets and stuff like that. That he has at his availability. Yeah, that needs to be Batman. If you're gonna go for a realistic and use the whole detective side, put those gadgets into use. You know what I mean? Like have him have the like a black light visor that detects like in Gotham, the Gotham video games. You had the crime vision stuff and everything else like that, where you could see the heat from footprint and the DNA on a couch, or the smoke in the air and stuff like that. That would be cool to incorporate that. You know what I mean? Because like they did so well with animated movies. Why can't you guys? Why can't DC just work it into their movies? It gets so frustrating because these are some of my favorite characters: Superman, Batman, Flash. Wonder Woman, Green Lantern. Come on, guys. You guys can do. DC could do so much better than what they've been doing. I'm sorry. I just don't get it. I don't know why they can't pull their heads out their ass and get this shit right. They get it right with their animated movies. All their animated movies, I haven't seen a bad one yet. But yet their movies, when they're trying to do it like the MCU, they're not doing it the right way. You have a perfect Superman right now, Henry Cavill, perfect Superman, and you're not using him. Now, whether or not Pattinson can pull off Batman, I don't know. He's sparkly. He was the guy Sparkles in the Twilight. You know, not Twilight Zone, Twilight. And yeah, I may catch, grief off of this, but those were horrible movies. He was better in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. But I'm willing to give the guy a chance. I'm willing to give the guy a chance to play Batman and see how he does. And the one thing that I never understood about the whole Batman thing, there's just one thing. Why not just get a voice modulator instead of having to talk like this and have to fight? Where is she? No, why not just get a voice modulator? You're going to go hoarse. Your voice, your vocal cords, man. Your vocal cords. Seriously, just get a voice modulator. You got the cowl on your head. Voice modulator. Be so much better. But no, I like I said, I do like Batman, and I was kind of sitting on doing a Batman video because I wanted to get more information about the Pattinson movie that's coming out, which I'm going to throw the trailer in the description below. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, you guys can definitely check it out. Whatever trailers they have available for it. One thing that with trailers kind of aggravate me is the fan-made ones, the concept ones, because sometimes they are so good. You're like, oh, please, why can't this be the actual movie? Man. But I digress. So, this is Batman. This is my newest guy right here, Red Death. One of my favorites. He's actually up there. He goes back up on the shelf right next to Superman and Wonder Woman. I'm actually looking for another Wonder Woman one because, yeah, I do like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. But I want a more comic book accurate one. So eventually I'm going to look into that. Maybe get, do a Wonder Woman piece also. Yeah, but I just wish that they would do really a lot better with Batman and Superman and all their stuff. I mean, you got the Flash coming out. We don't know how that's going to be because that's been in the works for what, 3 years now? You got Shazam 2 coming out. Trailer going in the bottom. I think it's a teaser. Again, I liked Shazam. I liked Aquaman. I liked Wonder Woman. It's Batman and Superman that they just can't get right. And I think it's because they rushed through Man of Steel to get into Justice League and to try to get that done. And I think that they made a mistake. I think they should have used Marvel's formula, waited 10 years. Not waited, but built their characters up over 10 years. You could have had a Superman movie. They could have treated Superman like Iron Man, where he would have had 3 movies already. Okay? Already could have had, if they would have started, they could have had 2 Superman movies, a Batman movie, the Wonder Woman movie, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg. They could have had all these movies already starting out, and you could have had Bruce Wayne go into the characters after the post-credit scenes, trying to go and recruit these guys to start up the Justice League, because in his movie you got to see the fact that he noticed that Doomsday's coming and everything else. That, come on, man, I'm not even a writer, and I'm over here thinking of this stuff real quick like that. You mean to tell me you guys got years of schooling and stuff like that, and you guys can't come up with stuff like that? just to incorporate it in. It's ridiculous. And now the Batman movie is going to get pushed back again. Again, I mean, I just wish that they could really get Batman and, you know, Superman right. That's basically where I'm coming from with all this. And again, this is all my opinion, but I think a lot of you guys out there have the same opinion I do. If you do, let me know. Say it in the description. Let me know. Let me go know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys feel about them, how they're treating, well, at least two of the, you know, most popular, famous characters in comic book history. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Let me know, you know, do you guys think that they're doing a good job? That, you know, Batman should be more realistic and not have the ability to have in characters like Mr. Freeze or Poison Ivy or Clayface, stuff like that? Do you guys think that those, you don't want to see those in a live action thing? Let me know. Let me know how you guys feel about Batman and, you know, what he means to you. Like, I had a friend on Facebook, you know, saying, you know, that he's subscribed to my channel and stuff like that, but he's not really a big fan of Superman. And I go, oh, you know, you're a Batman fan, right? And he goes, yeah, I just relate to Batman a little bit more. I would love to hear how you guys relate to these characters. I would love to hear how you guys feel about these characters. Because, yeah, you know what? If someone killed my parents, God forbid, I would probably lose my shit too. You know what I mean? So, again, guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys feel. And I'm going to go and grab some food and sit with my wife and watch a little TV as I'm editing this so I can post it up for you guys to see. Guys, I love doing these videos, and I'm not going to lie, I thought I might have been getting detached from that a little bit, but I have fun with these videos, and I hope you guys see that, and I hope you guys feel my passion and feel, you know, the fact that these hobbies and these collections and these characters are such a big part of our life, well, my life. And if you're watching this, and if you feel the same way I do, I love to hear from you. And this is, I'm going to put as much passion as I can into my videos and show you guys how great these things are and how awesome these characters can be. Alright? Because Batman, I mean, he has so many different gadgets and just stuff that, and he's a normal human being too. Paired up with Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Green Lantern. He's with those guys. But he's a normal human being who's highly trained in martial arts and has so many gadgets. It's incredible, you know. And just like Jack Nicholson said in the Batman movie, where does he get those wonderful toys? Guys, it's been a pleasure. I will definitely be talking to you guys soon. My next video, I'm going to circle around Bam Geek and Bam Anime subscription boxes. I'm going to open those up. I just got them today, which is Monday, June 7th. I just got those today. So in my next video next week, that's when you guys will be able to see them. Sadly enough, I have a 9 to 5, so can't really make my videos all the time. But when I do, you guys will be the first ones to see it, of course. And again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, clicking on the video, watching it. I hope you guys send a like to me. I hope you guys comment. I love to read your comments. And please hit the subscribe button. Help me out. I'm still trying to get to 100. I'm up to 72 now. I want to get to that 100. All right? Thank you, guys. And as always, may the odds ever be in your favor. And good luck to you guys. And enjoy the rest of your week. All right? Take it easy.